What is going on here?
No idea, mate. I'm with you. I mean, I don't know what's happening with that VAR, but what a night of drama. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Going to say something to you boys, right? I was just sitting having a chat with Max here. I don't think, and we all know football, we've watched football for years, I don't think I've seen a change around in a game. I mean, I cannot tell you how dominant in that first half Spain were against Japan. I mean, the possession, I think, was something like 80%. I mean, it went to half-time and Graeme and Gary Neville are saying, what a performance this is, this, that and the next thing. Spain look as though they could lift the tournament, the trophy, the whole bit. And then 5 minutes in the second half, they're 2-1 down. And it was incredible. Ray, I've never seen anything like it.
Absolutely. I was listening to your commentary, Ali, and first half, absolute control of the ball. You know, it was keep ball session, wasn't it? I know in training, you know, we've all done it, and you just keep the ball for fun.
They get players round the ball, don't they? They get players round the ball.
But when they did lose it, they got it back straight away, Spain. So you think it was very similar to say how, a little bit similar to Argentina v Saudi Arabia back in the early stages of the tournament, where you think, well, they can go up another gear, Argentina, so could Spain. And if they really want to go for the 2 or 3-0, that's what I could see, Ali, to be fair, that second half. I think they're going to nick another one. In Japan, that's it, they're out of the game, and then they're going to nick another one. But fair play to Japan, their energy. I'll tell you what, Ali, as well, the organisation is so good. When it was really, obviously they're sitting on the edge of their 18-yard box and defending for their lives, but the organisation was spot on. Mate. It really was unbelievable.
Do you know what they do as well, boys? I've got to say, Ray, their coach has got to be the best I've seen at using his substitutes. Incredible. I was at the first game when they beat Germany. He brings Richie Douan on, and he brings the other boy Takuma Asano on, and they both score, right? They both score in the game against Germany, and he does his substitutions again last night, and they score and they're on right. My team on the left hand side, they work their socks off. It's funny, Ray, because we were just sitting talking about it. And it sounds as though you're doing them a little bit of a disservice, but just saying they work their socks off. But they do. No. That's the most eye-catching thing about their performance. Clearly they're good technically and all that, and they've got players that can play. But dear me, their work ethic's unbelievable.
Wow, Germany out. Belgium, well, Roberto's heading at the airport and Lukaku's heading at the finishing school.
Oh, Ali.
I'm
with two top strikers here, Ali. You and Alan.
Mate.
What can you say about Lukaku's chances?
Alan, I mean, you know that way he misses, I think, the second one, you just go like, he's not going to score today. It's just one of those days. And you probably saw the shots. He was absolutely distraught after it, and then he was battering dugouts on the way off the pitch. You couldn't help but feel for them. But listen, boys, let's be honest. I mean, the Belgian team haven't looked good, but also it doesn't look as though all's been well in the camp. They've been kind of bitching at each other, making comments of each other and things like that. So it's no real surprise.
And as for Batshuayi, early on in the tournament, he couldn't trap a bag of cement. He was murdered. He couldn't hold nothing up.
Yeah. No, they were poor. I think they were really, really poor. So I don't think a lot of people had the Belgians and the Germans out after the group stages, boys.
No.
That's interesting now. Ali, why do you think the broadcasters would not show that the Japan ball was in and out? Why didn't they make it clear to the people at home and in the stadiums, explain and show the angle that says the ball was somehow in?
100%. You're right, and sadly I can't answer your question because we're up in the comms watching it, and we couldn't see it. They never showed us it either. Yeah. So the angle that we saw, well, I mean, Clive and I looked at each other straight away. Went balls out. Yeah. The angle that we saw, we just looked at each other, nodded our heads, and went, balls out. And then all of a sudden they give the goal. And I'm looking at him and he's looking at me saying, that's absolutely... They clearly must have had a better angle somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm looking at all the papers today and I've not seen one that shows it's in.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, you've got to show that. We're looking at it now. Look at that. It looks over the line.
I know.
But it's like tennis, isn't it, Ali? I mean, when you see, that's out, and then they've got a tiny sliver of the ball on the line, and that's in still.
Yeah.
Now, but it's no problem with that, but you've got to show people that situation.
So, on the back pages this morning, the Mirror, special fright rise. Declan Rice insists England have nothing to fear and will give the world's greatest teams plenty to worry about. The Mirror, they go Neymar losing his fitness battle. He's struggling to be fit for Brazil's first knockout game, and the growing fears his tournament could be over. And the Sun, Martinez calls time after exit. Roberto has quit as Belgian boss as they were dumped out of the World Cup.